He was always working on a new angle, some new scheme aimed at making himself rich. But a golf course? On the moon? Outside on the airless, barren surface? Sam is a stumpy little guy with a round, gap-toothed face that some have compared to a jack-o'-lantern. Wiry, rust-red thatch of hair, freckles across his stub of a nose. Nobody seems to know how old he really is. Different databanks give you different guesses. He has a reputation as a womanizer, and a chap who would cut corners or pick pockets or commit out-and-out fraud to make his schemes work. He was always battling against the big boys, the corporate suits, government bureaucrats, the rich and powerful. I was definitely not one of those. I once had designed some of the poshest golf courses on earth, but now I was a disgraced fugitive from justice, hounded by lawyers, an ex-wife, 2 women who claimed I'd fathered their children, both untrue, and the Singapore police's morality squad. Sam had shown up in Singapore 1 jump ahead of the cops and whisked me to Cellini on his corporate rocket, S-Gun Enterprises Unlimited. I didn't ask why. I was just glad to get away. I had spent the flight to Cellini trying to explain to Sam that the charges against me were all false, all part of a scheme by my ex-wife, who just happened to be the daughter of the head of Singapore's government. Hell hath no fury like a woman scorned, or her mother. Sam listened sympathetically to me during the whole flight. "Your only crime," he said at last, "was marrying a woman who was wrong for you." Before I could think of a reply, Sam added, "Like most of them are, Charlie." My family name happens to be Chang. To Sam, that meant my first name must be Charlie. From somebody else, I'd resent that as racism, but from Sam it was almost, kind of friendly. As soon as we landed at Cellini, Sam bought me a pair of weighted boots so I wouldn't trip all over myself in the low lunar gravity. Then he took me to lunch at the outdoor bistro in the middle of the Grand Plaza's carefully cultivated greenery. "Your legal troubles are over, Charlie," Sam told me, "as long as you stay at Cellini. No extradition agreement with Earthside governments." "But I'm not a citizen of Cellini," I objected. His grin widening until he actually did look like a gap-toothed jack-o'-lantern, Sam blithely replied, "Doesn't matter. I got you a work permit and Cellini's granted you a temporary visa." I realized what Sam was telling me. I was safe on the moon, as long as I worked for S-Gun Enterprises Unlimited. After lunch, Sam took me for a walk down the length of the Grand Plaza, through the lovingly tended begonias and azaleas and peonies, along the winding paths that led to the windows. I walked very carefully. The weighted boots helped. "We can do it, Charlie," Sam said as we stood at the glass steel windows. "A golf course. It'll be terrific." "Out there," I muttered, staring at the barren lunar ground. "A golf course." "It's been done before," Sam said, fidgeting a little. "Alan Shepard whacked the golf ball during the Apollo 14 mission, over at Frau Mauro." He waved a hand roughly northwestward. "Hit it over the horizon, by damn." "Sam," I corrected, "the ball only traveled a few yards." "Whatever," said Sam with that impish smirk of his. I shook my head. "Hey, there are unusual golf courses on Earth, you know," Sam said. "Like the old Hyatt Britannia in the Cayman Islands. I played that course. Blind shots, overwater shots. They've got air to breathe," I said. "Well, what about the Jade Dragon Snow Mountain Golf Club in Yunnan, China? 10,000 feet high. You practically need an oxygen mask, but not a spacesuit. And the Legends Golf and Safari Resort in South Africa, with that 19th hole on top of that 1,500-foot mountain. The ball takes 30 seconds to drop down onto the green." "A par 3, I murmured, remembering the course. "I birdied it," Sam said gleefully. If there's one thing Sam Gunn can do, it's talk. He wheedled, he coaxed, he weaved a web of words about how we would be bringing the joys of golf to this bleak and dreary world of the moon, plus lots of golf-playing tourists to his entertainment center. Not once did he mention that if I didn't go to work for him, I'd be forced to return to Singapore. He didn't have to. So, of course, I went to work for Sam. Had I known how shaky the company's finances were,